which means your Mondays and Wednesdays are like 8 a.m. for me now again.
Oh, yuck.
Ah,
Yuck.
that's
That
okay. I'll do
sucks.
this.
Well, at least Monday is going to be a later one, so that'll be
Oh, will it?
it will be. I'm going to put a post in just so that everybody has it, but um I'm just starting live streaming there. But yeah, on Monday I have a board meeting, so we're gonna end up going to the afternoon instead at 1:30 my time. So that would be 2:30 Eastern.
Mhm.
Um, so
Oh,
yeah,
right, right.
yeah, hopefully
I
that
forgot
ends up
about that. Right.
working for everyone. So I'm gonna get started just because I know we'll have some people hopping in late, and we have a really fun session today planned. So just to keep our time respectful, I am going to just hop on in and say thank you so much, everybody, for coming, joining us for a special edition, a happy birthday edition to Heather. I don't even think I said happy birthday yet.
All
Happy
right. Happy birthday,
birthday.
Heather.
Thank you.
And it's really awesome. Heather was going to, as a bit of a birthday gift for people, which I love that people like to do that, give a gift on their birthday. Um, she was going to have a bit of a session, and of course, it was today. And she's so respectful of my sessions. We decided to do one together, and I felt like all of the cosmic influences this week are really sort of pushing us to kind of do this little inner retreat sort of thing this week, kind of have a bit of if we could actually just go on a retreat somewhere, to be able to go to, say, Mexico, or go somewhere tropical and go on this
Go to St. Lucia.
retreat, St. Lucia, anywhere, right? But to be able to actually have our own little retreat here, where we almost have like a yoga Reiki evening retreat, a healing session for you guys. We're going to just blast you guys with some amazing Reiki and bioenergy work while we do our meditation at the end. And so this is something that if you have the recording, you can just end up hopping on anytime and just have this little mini retreat at your own place. So, what I always like to do first is um, have a little cosmic update on all the things going on. Welcome, Angie. So beautiful to see you tonight. Um, we're just getting into what we have in store for you tonight. We have my beautiful friend Heather is a Reiki master and yoga instructor. And she's got some beautiful gifts to share with us this evening, and we're going to have like our own little mini retreat here, having this week coming up. It's kind of wild. There's some big stuff going on cosmically, like you guys might have heard. Well, of course, it's spring equinox coming up on Monday, and then on Tuesday we have the new moon, which is just like hugely powerful all at once. And then by Wednesday, Pluto is making its way. Um, it's really neat. Pluto takes it's coming into Aquarius, and the last time that it was in Aquarius was from 1778 to 1798. Like it lasts about 20 years in each in each stellium. And so when it's there, it's kind of wild. When we had Pluto in Aquarius last, that was when we had there was industrial revolution, American revolution, French revolution. Like there was all these major revolutions that happened, and so politically it can be this sort of big upheaval of learning and knowing and all these big things that end up really changing history. One of the bigger times was in 2008, where it was actually making another shift. That was when we had our big financial, sort of breakdown, and all these kind of things happen when these planets tend to be in alignment. And all of the people that study this have sort of been bringing forward some of this information lately, and I just find it really fascinating because especially Pluto. It's Pluto really brings you into your heart. Like it's the one that is going to allow you to kind of get connected to your heart again, to your soul purpose. So this week people have just been having these major shifts, like really realizing that things are just not working for them anymore in certain ways, or really kind of coming into connection with their heart again, where they're like, I just feel like this is meant for me. And I find what happens is, when we're really kind of meant, we're sort of being called to something, we're sort of like, oh, I just really want this. I just really can't help but feel that this is right for me. It really is true. And that's not going to go away because it's been sort of working its way in over time. It's been coming in stronger and stronger. And so what can happen now when these sort of cosmic times are happening is that we have this almost this help to be able to really see it. Welcome, Liv. Thank you so much for joining us tonight. We get these sort of pushes, these cosmic pushes that are really guiding us, because when we're really meant for something, it's about coming into alignment with vibration of that versus backing away from it and changing our minds and not doing it. That's when we're going to really tap into that resistance and tap into those feelings of, I just feel like something's not really working for me. So instead of doubting ourselves, instead of beating ourselves up, instead of giving up on our dreams, what we're really being called forward to do right now is to truly follow our dreams, to truly know that that is sort of what we are meant for, and that we wouldn't be wanting these things if it wasn't really meant for us. And that is truly the key to manifestation. That is truly the key to getting in vibrational alignment with what it is we want, so that we can actually allow it to happen. We've been wanting all these things. We've been sort of having these dreams, having these wants, and now it's finally coming to a point where we are cosmically, divinely being pushed to just sort of go for it. But before we go for it, we have to be in alignment with it, right? So we have in what I mean by that is in allowance of it, in actual receptive mode. So some of the things that we are going to do tonight are going to allow our mind, body, and soul together to be able to shift into that receiving mode, to be able to open up some of these channels so that we can actually not have that resistance, to just sort of fully allow. Right now, it's almost like this sort of blanket has been on, especially for the last few days, where people are really tired. A lot of people are having big ascension symptoms. And what that really means is that because we are shifting, these ascension symptoms are because we are shifting. If we weren't shifting, if we weren't transitioning, if we weren't moving forward, if we weren't growing like a plant does, we wouldn't need all of this sleep that we're needing right now. A lot of people are just exhausted. They just feel like, oh my gosh, I could just sleep. Like I could just lie under my blankets and just sleep. And that is because your body is actually almost asking for that. It's kind of like putting that blanket, when you're first germinating seeds, they don't need sunlight necessarily. They need like a blanket of moisture and juiciness and darkness even to be able to actually germinate. And that's kind of the position that we're in right now. And a lot of people have noticed when they are sleeping, they're having these really wild dreams. When it's equinox time, and especially when it's time change, equinox, new moon, all sorts of stuff all at the same time rolling in here, what we'll notice is the veil is very thin. And so you'll have sometimes messages from some people feel like they're connecting with people that have passed, or there's certain little things that happen that make you think of people, like a certain animal maybe pops up. There's a red cardinal that always comes around with my mom, or an eagle. I often see an eagle, and the eagles are really cool because I know it's her. And one just flew right over our head the other day, and I was like, oh, it's so beautiful. Or if you guys have been noticing numbers, like 11:11 on the clock, or like all fours. There's been a lot of number sequences popping up for people, and they're just very uber aware of them right now, whereas normally you wouldn't really notice them as much. It's kind of like angels trying to talk to you. If you see numbers, you can always just Google search up angel numbers, and so you can say angel numbers 4444 or whatever it is that you saw that sort of just kind of struck you, and you went, oh, it's that time. Oh, it's 11:11. Look them up, because they all have very divine messages for us sometimes. So speaking with spiritual advisors, whether it's archangels, whether it's angels, if you believe in that stuff, whether it's spirit, whether it is people that have passed, there's a very thin veil right now. So you are divinely being guided. You are divinely getting messages. When we have um, Pluto sort of being so strong too, it kind of brings us into this like almost like reality versus fantasy. Like it's kind of like I've been calling it this the Star Wars week. It's like the force is strong. May the force be with you this week. The force is strong this week. You'll be feeling it. You might be really emotional. So just be prepared for that. Know that these emotions are coming out so that you can actually kind of reset things. This whole week coming up is all about balance. It is all about balancing your life, noticing the things that maybe the patterns that we used to keep, the patterns that we used to do, the things that we maybe used to say yes to, or we're just kind of feeling these days like I really need a shift, you know? This week is going to be really powerful in giving us the self-confidence and giving us the energy to be able to actually make these shifts. So a lot of people have been purging things, cleaning things. I've had so many people be like, I deleted like 3,000 emails today. I'm like, wow, that's amazing. I did too, actually. Like, it's really weird. Like, just purging, whether it be electronically, whether it be spiritually, whether it be physically. And so I'm going to bring in Heather right away to help show us some ways to be able to actually cleanse our mind, body, and souls, to be able to actually really shift things physically. But think about the things too, just that you're putting into your body, right? Think about the foods, the water. The water is so huge right now. Our bodies are literally craving water. So I love with the new moon to be able to put out some water in a windowsill, allow that dark new moon energy to sort of charge up water. It's very powerful. And I actually take a dry erase marker and I write on the glass, or I just make mason jars along my windowsill. My kids know when it's a new moon or full moon because I've got these jars that go out on the windowsills, and they all say beautiful sayings on them. You know, this is the most nourishing water in the world. This is light energy. This is, you know, and I'll just put, I have one that's just love, and I actually haven't erased that one. I end up writing different messages on all of them. But use that water to wash your face with, you know, to drink, to cleanse your crystals with, to bathe in, even if you just put a little bit, you know, just a little bit at a time. It's really beautiful to be able to use water. It's a really strong source of balance right now. So the water will give you that cleansing, almost like baptizing yourself, you know, get in it as much as you can. Do your baths right now. Use your Palo Santo or your sage or your sweetgrass. Do lots of cleansing. Like, really allow yourself. Pretend you're at a retreat this week. The next 7 days are hugely powerful. So literally pretend you're at a retreat. So I'm going to bring in Heather. Heather is an amazing friend that I have been blessed to get to know over the last couple of years. She's super enlightened, amazing, just as a person, but she also has these amazing gifts of being a Reiki master. And Reiki is something that I never took, so I never say I do it. I never try and do it. I do bioenergy work, which is a little bit different. So when we're doing our meditation, I'm going to give you guys some bioenergy work like I always do. And Heather is going to give you some Reiki, as well as her partner Paul is a Reiki master as well. So you're going to get just like this beautiful energy cleansing, purifying session at the end while we're meditating. And Heather's actually going to bring us into the meditation, and then I'm going to take over and finish it off, and we're just going to nourish our garden. And so she's a yoga instructor as well, which I am also not. I always talk about yoga poses, but I talk about them. I don't show you guys how to do them. So she is going to do a little bit of just chair yoga with us. So, even if people that have some mobility issues, just need to get some energy flowing in their body, this is something that you're going to be able to help them with, but it's also going to give you some really beautiful ways to just kind of balance your own system. And yeah, I think she's also a magnetic mind coach like me. So that's actually how we met. And I will hand it on over. You can take yourself off mute and I'll put myself on mute so my background noise doesn't distract you. And if anyone has any questions, feel free to just chat them on in and I will monitor chat and answer away while we're continuing on here.
All right. Hi. Can everybody hear me okay? Yeah, good. All right. Thank you. Thank you so much, Jackie, for this opportunity. I'm very excited. I love to be of service on my birthday. My son is in my 6th house in my natal chart, which is work and service. And so it just kind of is this thread running through my entire life. So I'm always try to do something new on my birthday to expand myself and also get a little uncomfortable because that's where the growth is. And yeah, so this was such a wonderful opportunity. I've been a little resistant to being online, so I'm excited to be here tonight and share with you
Thank
guys
you.
a bit about what I do. Yeah, thank you so much. I was talking to Jackie about it. I said, okay, I think this is the time. I'm ready to just kind of get online for the first time. And she said, I said, Saturday's my birthday. And she's like, well, how about if you come on my show for Saturday? I was like, okay, my session. Yeah, my show, the Jackie show. I love it. So yeah, so I'll just share a little bit about Reiki and yoga, and then we'll do some movements. And so for any kind of energy work, I always like to ask permission. So if you want to give me permission to enter your energy field, you can just say yes to yourself. You can type in the chat. Either way works. And just know that you have the right to consent or to not consent to people entering your energy field at any time. And I know we don't even know that because most of the time, we always have these energetic entanglements with people. You think about people you see in line at the store, people you have a conversation with, you're always exchanging energy, we're always in a way spell casting, the way through just our natural interactions with people. So I like to be really explicit about, sharing energy in this way. So Reiki is it's a beautiful experience, and it's the experience of invoking high vibrational life force energy and directing it with the intention of consciously creating the best and highest good for all involved, the best positive outcome for the recipient. So that could be yourself, that could be somebody you're working on, it could be a situation, anything like that. So it's just a really neat way to share energy. And so Reiki is broken up into 2 kanji. It's Japanese. Rei is just spiritual energy, spiritual wisdom, spiritual consciousness, and all-knowing energy. And then Ki or Chi is the life force energy, the vital life force, that non-physical energy that animates all living things. And, we're learning maybe there is some physicality to it, but we just can't quite see it right now. So also prana would be another version of this. So Reiki is not a religion. There's no dogma attached to it. There's just 5 ideals or precepts. Just like in our magnetic mind coaching, we have our 4 core choices. Well, in Reiki, we have 5 precepts or principles that we always come back to. And they're very simple. Just for today, I will let go of anger. Just for today, I will let go of worry. Just for today, I will be filled with gratitude. Just for today, I will devote myself to my work. Just for today, I will be kind to all creatures and every living thing. And so I think it's a beautiful way to intend to start your day, to end your day, to have any moment in your day. And so I also tie those into the 4 core choices from Magnetic Mind. So just for today, letting go of anger to me ties into health and vitality. So choosing to be healthy and vital is letting go of that which doesn't serve us. That is anger, worry, any kind of lama drama that you don't need to carry around. Just for today, I will be filled with gratitude. to me, that's living a life that you love, being grateful. Gratitude and appreciation are high vibrational frequencies that when we are in that space, so much creation and beautiful synchronicity is possible. Just for today, I will devote myself to work. That one ties in for me to true nature and purpose. So I'm choosing to live my true nature and purpose. And just for today, to be kind to all my neighbors and every living creature. Again, that goes back to all of them, but especially living a life that I love. And, I love the way that it kind of falls in with the mag mind stuff. And so yoga has 8 limbs, and the type of yoga that I've been teaching and practicing, we're really focusing on 3. So we focus on meditation, asana, and inquiry. So, a lot of the unpacking from mag mind would be some of the inquiry, and then meditation to get into that space where creation can begin and flourish. And the asana is the physical postures. And so for the asana, we're tying movement to our breath. And that just kind of helps us to get out of our heads and into our bodies and to embody the feeling that that we want to have, that we want to be healthy and vital, live a life that we love, all of those different things. So if you would like to get comfortable in your chair, we can go through a little bit of a practice, and I will send you Reiki throughout the practice. So I'm going to scooch back so that you can see a little bit more of my body while I do this. And we'll go.
This is awesome. I'm so excited. So you're going to do most of this from a chair, Heather, is that right?
Yes, I'm going to sit in a different chair without wheels. Because I am not that coordinated. There we go. All right. Thank you. Perfect. Awesome. Thank you. Okay, so if you want to sit towards if you're sitting in a regular chair, if you just want to sit towards the front of your chair so that your feet are on the ground or anywhere in the space. If I sit all the way back, my feet come up because I'm short. So just get comfortable. Or if you want to take an easy seat in your chair, you can do too. Crisscross applesauce, whatever feels good for you. Just come to a natural, easy seat that works for you. Once you get there, go ahead and just place your hands on your lap, either palms down for grounding or palms up for receiving and lightening. So just kind of notice what you need. If you need a little stability, a little grounding, just have palms down. If you would like a little bit lightening, lifting the energy, then just lift your palms up. And then go ahead and take a deep inhale through your nose. And as you do, stack your ears over your shoulders over your hip. You're creating a little bit of extension in your spine. And just notice how that feels in your body. And then on your next inhale, draw your ears up to your shoulders. As you exhale, bring them back and down into your spine. Yeah, just really bringing those shoulder blades close together to create that extension. And just trust yourself to be able to stay in a shape for a few moments without movement. Your body will probably at this point tell you that you need to move, you have an itch or something. I invite you to just kind of ignore that and just stay present, still in the moment. And while you're seated, bring your awareness to your gaze. Just notice what you're looking at. If you're looking on the screen, just allow your eyes to soften and gaze at one point. If you're looking at something in front of you, same thing. Just notice your peripheral vision beginning to shut down so that you can focus on one soft point. This is your drishti, your focal point. And as we learn, where your focus goes, your energy flows. So just allow your energy to be flowing through you, outward. And then bring your awareness to your breath. Just notice your natural, spontaneous breath as you breathe in through your nose and out through your mouth. Just breathing in through your nose and out through your mouth. Take another deep inhale through your nose. And this time as you breathe out, just imagine that you have a cup of hot chocolate or your favorite hot drink in your hand and it's too hot. Go ahead and make your lips like you're going to blow it out, blow on it to cool it off. So just take a slow exhale. Taking your time to let it all out of your system. Do that 2 more times. Deep inhale through your nose. And then blow out the hot chocolate or the birthday candles on your exhale. And as you take your next inhale, see if you can lengthen out your exhale just a little bit longer than your inhale. Every return to the breath is a return to the present moment. The past is memory. The future is imagination. All that we truly have, the only place we can physically exist is this very breath, this very moment. So with that, I invite you to breathe in for the count of 4. And breathe out for a count of 6. Do it a few more times. Inhale for 4. And exhale for 6. Continuing with your elongated breaths, long, slow inhalation, followed by a longer, slower exhalation. And just notice in this very breath how your body is feeling. Notice where you are right now as compared to when you first got on the Zoom call. Have things started to slow down? Is there more space between your thoughts? Or is there still a lot going on in the mental body? Just being aware without judgment, continuing to focus back on your breath, inhaling through your nose for 4, and exhaling out your mouth for 6. Inhaling for 4, and exhaling for 6. As you're breathing, I want you to draw your attention, your focus to where you want to be at the end of this call. When you're done with this Zoom session and you turn your computer off, name the feeling that you want to embody. Do you want to feel at ease? Do you want to feel excited? Do you want to feel in the flow, ready to go, ready to take action? Or do you want to feel peaceful and calm and just ready, maybe ready to go to bed? It's nighttime where you are. Just notice whatever feeling comes to you, that feels positive that you want to embody. And then on your next inhale, go ahead, draw your hands to heart center, Anjali Mudra. Press your thumb knuckles into your heart center. And then on your next 3 breaths, I invite you to create an intention, an I am statement in positive present tense with your words. So I will use peaceful for mine. So as I breathe in, I'm going to press my thumb knuckles into my heart space and say, I am peaceful. And I'm going to exhale anything that does not feel like that, anything that doesn't match peaceful. Inhaling, I am. Whatever that feeling is that you want to embody, exhale anything that doesn't match that. Inhale one more time, pressing your thumb knuckle into your heart center. Exhale anything that does not match. Hey, Nikki, welcome. Just inhaling.
Yes, welcome. Thank you.
And exhaling out your nose. Good. Now that you've planted your seed of intention for the rest of our session, just based on that feeling that you want to feel, that frequency that you want to be at, go ahead, take a deep inhale through your nose. And on your next exhale, breathe out your nose. Good. We're just going to move our bodies a little bit, bringing your hands down by your sides. Inhale, arms up over your head, and just imagine that you're lifting up the energy because you actually are. Exhale, flip your palms and ground the energy back down to the earth. Inhale, arms up over your head, bring your gaze to follow. Exhale, flip your palms to bring your hands back down by your sides. This time we're going to hold it at the top. Inhale, arms up. I want you to envision that picture, that feeling of yourself that you chose that you would like to feel by the end of this session. Just imagine that you're holding a snow globe between your hands and everything that embodies that feeling is in it. Just a snapshot of what a perfect moment for you would be like, a perfectly imperfect moment. If it's a lot to keep your arms up like this, go ahead and just bring them down in front of you. Just find a place to gaze at your snow globe, whatever it is. Take a few breaths here to create that image in your mind. You can allow your eyelids to close if it creates an easier access to that image. And just imagine that you're looking at the screen behind closed eyelids and there's the snow globe right in front of you. Just go ahead and really feel into it. What does it look like? Notice the colors. Notice your setting. Where are you? Who's with you? What are you doing? Maybe you're alone. Maybe you're with loved ones. Maybe you're with great friends. Maybe you're with people you work with. Whatever it is, just get that full picture. And then once you kind of get a good visual of it, notice the sounds around you. Are they sounds of nature? Are they sounds of production, productivity? What is going on in your beautiful picture? And then see if you can add in some other sensory experiences. Is there something that you can feel, a texture? What is that? Is there something you could smell or taste? Maybe there's a scent in the air. Maybe you're actually eating something and you're feeling the full sensory of tasting that favorite food. Just go ahead, fully create that picture. Adding it into that snow globe. If it gets a little bit out of whack, just imagine that you're shaking it between your hands and let the snow fall a little bit more, clear up a little bit more of that picture, adding to it. We'll take 2 more breaths and just do that. One more inhale through your nose. As you exhale, draw your hands back, bring them back to heart center, pressing your thumb knuckles into your heart once more, noticing that seed of intention that you planted now has a full visual sensory experience around it, adding those visuals, those sounds, those smells, those textures, those tastes, all of it that you can add. Just imagine you're putting it right all into your heart. And bring your arms down by your sides again. Inhale, arms up, lifting up the energy. Flip your palms on your exhale, bring them back down to your side. Good. And then rest your hands in your lap once more. Just get comfortable again. If you're easy seated and you want to switch legs, you can do that. If you want to switch positions, it's a good time to do that. Just coming back, taking an inhale, drawing shoulders over hips, ears over shoulders once more. And then as you exhale, draw your chin to your chest, and we're just going to make some crescent moons. So inhale, right ear towards right shoulder. Exhale, chin to chest. Inhale, left ear towards left shoulder. Exhale, chin to chest. Inhale, right ear to right shoulder. Exhale, chin to chest. One more to the left. Inhale, left ear to left shoulder. Exhale, chin to chest. Good. Bring your gaze back to neutral. And go ahead and take a deep inhale. And on your exhale, close your eyes. Just seated with your eyes closed. Come back to that feeling that you want to embody. Really noticing that seed of intention that you planted. Noticing how you're feeling at this very moment. And notice if there's anything that you can physically do to make yourself just a little bit more comfortable, 5 to 10% more comfortable. Is there any adjustments that you can make to your posture, to your body? Just notice that while still remaining upright and in this practice. And then allow your eyes to open once again. We're going to take hands to knees, or you can bring your hands to your hip creases, your fingertips facing forward, your thumbs facing back. We're going to just move our spines a little bit to get the energy flowing from our heads and down our necks into our spines. So on your inhale, I invite you to open your beautiful heart center, pressing it forward, lifting your gaze towards the ceiling. On your exhale, rounding your back, tucking your chin into your chest, getting our spine to move through some cow-cats here. Inhale, lifting your gaze, your chin, opening your heart center. Imagine that you're doing your Care Bear action from the heart, sending that beautiful energy out. Exhale, rounding your back, bringing your chin to the chest, bringing that energy back inside of you. Exhale, bringing it out into the world. Inhale, bringing it out into the world. Exhale, bringing it back into your body. Good, just embodying that. Take a couple more. Inhale and exhale. One more. Inhale, bringing everything forward and out. Exhale, back. Equal. Good. And take an inhale, arms up over your head. Exhale, flip your palms and bring them back down by your sides, allowing your eyes to open if they were closed. Good. One more inhale, arms up over your head. Exhale. This time we're going to flip our palms at the top, interlace our fingers and draw them straight up. Bring your gaze up. Imagine that your palms are open towards the cosmos. You're bringing in all of that energy, just allowing it to flow through your hands down into your body. Take another deep inhale. Exhale, we're going to fold forward. So if you are seated, easy seated, and you want to bring your legs down for this, you can do that, or you can keep them up, or you can have them down, whatever feels best in your body. So take an inhale, lengthen through your spine. Exhale, folding forward, drawing your chin to your chest. Crown of your head is facing forward. Pressing your palms down towards the ground. Good. And here, just imagine a beautiful rainbow beginning down between your sits bones and working its way up through your sacrum, through your solar plexus, your heart, your throat, your third eye, all the way to your crown. So imagine that you're just emanating a beautiful violet light from your crown straight out in front of you. Good. Take 2 more breaths here. One more inhale. As you exhale, lift your hands back up. Deep inhale at the top. Exhale, hands down by your sides. Good. And as you imagine that beautiful violet energy, just imagine that you're allowing it to wash through the whole crown of your head. It's cleansing and nourishing each and every cell in your brain, in the skull, the top of the skull, just letting it work its way through. And as it spreads down through each and every cell, it just brings this beautiful healing, calming light with it. Just allow it to move through your body. On your next inhale, bring your arms up over your head. As you exhale, we're going to turn to the right. We're going to take the left hand to the right knee, right hand behind you. So maybe it comes to the other side of your chair. It can come to the seat of your chair. It can come over the top if you have a back on your chair, whatever feels good, just kind of noticing in your body. And you're turning towards the right, bringing your gaze over your heart center this time, drawing your right shoulder back and down into your spine, your left shoulder back and down into your spine, lifting up through your core, and just taking some breaths here. Imagine that that beautiful violet light is emanating down through your third eye. It's bringing that energy into the indigo energy of your third eye, that intuition, that center of knowing, where you get all those beautiful downloads. Take another inhale here. As you exhale, turn back towards the front of your chair. Take an inhale and an exhale. On your next inhale, lift your arms over your head. Exhale, we're going to turn to the left this time. Right hand to left knee, left hand behind you, either on the top of your chair, the seat of your chair, or down to your right side body. Bringing your gaze over your heart center once more. Imagine that beautiful healing violet light is coming down behind your eyes, through your sinuses, your nasal passages, through your ears, all through your mouth, your cheeks, your tongue, your upper teeth, your lower teeth. It's just creating this beautiful, soft, healing, energetic vibration. Take one more inhale. As you exhale, slowly come back to center. Good. Get reseated and change up your position if you'd like. You can inhale, arms up over your head. Exhale, we're going to take our right elbow to the inside of our left elbow. And see if you can clasp your hands together. Like, this is called eagle arms. And if this is uncomfortable on your shoulders, because this is creating a deepening in the shoulders, stretching, you can go ahead and bring your hands just forearms together, or you can take genie arms, forearms stacked on top of each other. Just notice what feels good here and bring your arms to that position. And just feel that beautiful violet light working its way down into your shoulder joints, all the way through into your arms, your upper arms, your forearms, your hands, all the way down to your fingertips, coming up one side and then back through from your fingertips, your forearms, through your elbows, your upper arms, into your armpits, all the way down into your side body. Take one more breath here. Deep inhale, exhale. Unbind your arms, bring them back down by your sides. Good. Take an inhale and an exhale. And then on your next inhale, go ahead and draw your right ear towards your right shoulder once more. This time bringing your left hand out by your left side. You can flex your hand, fingertips pointed away from you. And you can take your right hand and leave it on your knee if that feels good, or if you want to add a little bit more, you can take your right hand over your head and gently just putting it on your head. You don't want to press your ear down towards your shoulder, but just to give a little bit more resistance if that feels good. If you have a delicate neck or cervical spine, just be gentle with yourself here. Continuing to breathe, feeling that violet light, that beautiful healing energy working its way through your whole upper body, your arms, your shoulders. Good. Take one more inhale. Exhale, release your hand from your head. If you have it, release your left hand down by your side. Shake out your arms a little bit. Get that energy moving again. And then inhale, arms up over your head again. Exhale, flip your palms, bringing that energy back down by your sides. Good. And then this time, you're going to take your left ear to your left shoulder. You're going to stretch your right arm out down by your hip, flexing your fingertips towards the ceiling a little bit, opening up. You can keep your left hand down by your side, have it on your leg, or you can bring it over your head, gently holding the right side of your head, just above your ear. And breathing into this. As you breathe here, just imagine that beautiful violet light is moving down into your chest, into that gorgeous heart center. It's melding with the green, with the pink of the high heart. Your back ribs, your front ribs. Just imagine that energy swirling through you, nourishing each and every cell, maintaining your health and vitality and adding to it. Take one more inhale. As you exhale, release your hand from your head, bring it down by your side, relaxing your right arm. Good. Inhale, arms up over your head once more. Exhale, hands to heart center, back to that prayer position, bringing your thumb knuckles back towards your heart center, coming back to that image that you created, that feeling that you wanted to embody, and just notice where you are on the road to cultivating that. Jackie's gonna pick up in a moment and lead us through a meditation so that we can continue to work with that beautiful energy and choice.
It's so beautiful, Heather. Thank you. I love how you incorporate it all together. That was amazing. Just
Thank
loved it. All right. So while
Very.
you are comfortable and while you are feeling the flow of all that light and love just moving through your body, I want you to really savor that feeling for just a moment and really notice being in the present moment and taking this forward as a little mini retreat to just, just while you're sitting, even at your office chair, if you have 5 minutes to just get some of that energy flowing through your body. This is a way you can just reset and get into balance just instantly and anywhere. I was joking this week about going into a closet or even in the bathroom, or when Heather's moving the hands, this is really literally recalibrating and rebalancing your energy field. So, I love that you gave us those beautiful gifts. So we're going to be just starting to invoke and emit all of the good vibes that we can, giving you guys some energy work right now as we really focus on where we would like to be this summer. The things that we really want to bring into our lives. Maybe even have a quick look at last summer. Time is fleeting, time is flying by us. And the spring is where we plant the seeds for the summer. Ooh, I can feel this moving already. And just choose to give yourself 100% permission right now to just enjoy all of the cleansing and the purifying that we're going to be doing in the next 10 minutes. And really allow yourself to know that this energy is pushing us forward. This cosmic energy that's flowing right now is pushing us forward so that our souls can truly expand, so that we can, when we feel love, we emit it on such a communal level. When we feel joy, when we feel peace, when we feel happy, when we feel ease, and when we feel flow, it goes out into the collective. And on a collective level, we're changing people's energy. We're sharing love. We're sharing all of this. And by not allowing ourselves, not receiving this love, not allowing ourselves to be the people we know we're really meant to be, the happy, peaceful, loving, joyous energy beings that we are, that we're truly holding back on a collective level. And as our souls are starting to expand, I want you to just notice the things that would be really important to you this summer. Perhaps it's being with friends. Perhaps it's not working a million hours. Perhaps it's not overdoing something. Perhaps there's been things that you're ready to let go of right now that are starting to come into mind. And I want you to imagine this beautiful seed that may be laying down in your heart chamber, in your heart, in your solar plexus, the energy center that's right below your rib cage, right above your belly button. And I'm going to ask that you imagine that there's roots that are starting to grow, almost like a blanket comes over that solar plexus, that beautiful sun energy center with a gorgeous yellow color. Imagine that stirring in your belly right now, that excitement where those butterflies sit. And remember some things that you were really excited about, some things that have brought you such joy and such peace and such harmony, such laughter. And choose to invite those things back into your life. Choose to allow them to start to expose their roots, poking out from that tiny little seedling, as you almost imagine as a seed would crack and its coating starts to sort of split open. Imagine a seed from your solar plexus just starting to split, starting to dream of germinating and turning into whatever it may be. Imagine and just allow yourself to use your imagination to imagine a beautiful flower or tree or vegetable or emotion or feeling, or perhaps a wish that can start crackling open from that little seed. And imagine roots sprouting down, moving from that seed and coming all the way down out of your body, whether it's from your back or your belly, or maybe those roots are starting to go all the way down through your sacral plexus, through your root chakra, and straight down into Mother Earth, deep down into that energy, deep down, looking for that water, looking for that juiciness, looking for those beautiful anchors to start anchoring into the Earth's energy and just extracting the nutrients that it needs. And I want you to imagine now, to support this seed properly, to support this plant properly, if you were to just grow this one little plant from your solar plexus, what kind of support does it need? You can ask the superconscious field, you can ask the angels, you can ask spirit, you can ask God, whatever you believe. Ask the question now, what does this little seed really need to nourish it, to allow it to fully bloom into its intended flower, intended tree, intended soul's purpose? Perhaps it's more darkness, perhaps it's more rest, perhaps it's laughter. Perhaps it's sort of like those words, those codings, those languages that we use. I feel self-love coming in huge. Imagine if you just allowed yourself to love yourself enough to put up the boundaries and say no to the things that aren't satisfying to you anymore. You don't even need to know what those are right now. But just imagine loving yourself enough that you could put yourself first, so that you could put yourself in the forefront, being self-responsible. What is your body asking for right now on a physical level? Have you been denying it things? Have you been denying it love? Have you been denying it the proper food or nutrition, or even the amount of sleep that you need? On a physical level, what is your body asking for? And on a spiritual level, what is your spirit, what is your soul asking for right now? Is it asking for you to allow it to expand? Is it asking for you to believe in yourself? Is it asking for patience? Is it asking for you to recognize that the seed is being planted, the baby's being born, the roots are being so deeply grounded in right now that everything will come just as it's meant to? And what is your heart asking for? How could you bring more pleasure into your life right now? On a deep soul level, what is your heart asking for? Is it asking for you to spend more time in nature? Is it asking for you to spend more time doing the things that you love? Is it asking for you to listen to it? And just invite the energies in to just allow that for a moment. Asking those questions of yourself. How could you savor each moment just a little bit more? Could you give yourself just a couple minutes to go into great, deep appreciation and gratitude in the mornings? Could you give yourself just a few minutes to do a little bit of yoga, stretching, connect with your body during the day? Could you stop and smell a flower, taste the rain, appreciate a really cute baby or animal, and just savor that for 20 seconds, for 30 seconds even? Could you stop to just savor the moments a little bit more when things show up in your life that you've been asking for? Could you allow yourself to just stop and savor those moments just a little bit more? And now imagine this seed being in your garden, and almost like you've been nurturing it and watching it grow. If you were to fast forward into the summer, and it was at its true harvest time, what is it that you would like to be harvesting by the end of this summer? If you really set your mind to something for just a few months, where could you be by the end of summer? What would this plant look like? And I want you to just use your imagination, just play in the field. What did you grow? Is it a flower? I see orchids. I see these beautiful, which would take normally years to grow. They've bloomed and branched and grown into these beautiful flowers within just months by getting all of the nutrients that it needs. And I want you to just ask for a few aligned things to come into your mind right now on how you can nourish this seed to get it to that point. Just ask in the field. Ask for guidance on what it is that you really need to do to honor, to nourish this seed to grow into this beautiful plant or flower that at the end of summer will be perfectly ready to harvest. And I want you to just allow this light to come in from the top of your body, like you're standing out in the garden, in the sunshine, and you can just feel the energy, the light moving right in from your crown of your head, almost like a tingle. Just imagine that cleansing, clearing, transmuting through your crown so that you can truly get connected to spirit, that you can truly allow this energy to flow all the way down into your third eye. Incorporate that violet light, that beautiful purple light, allowing you to see things you've never seen before. Maybe have some epiphanies, maybe have some ideas that have come up that you just know you've been meant to do, and choose to rise to that. Choose to simply allow that as plant food, as water. allowing that to move all the way down your head and into your throat chakra, and just allowing that whole energy center to balance, align, cleanse, clear, transmute, recalibrate, allowing you to say your truths, allowing you to hear the truth, to recognize when it's something you can change and when you can't. And allowing that beautiful blue light to turn into green as it just transmutes and transposes all the way down through your heart. Allowing that energy to cleanse, to heal. Notice anything that's broken the heart open is just a calling for you to change the world, for you to help other people through these things. Knowing that if it's something that's broken your heart, it's something that you've wanted so badly. Maybe you can choose to allow that to finally come in to be that plant food that will help this seed grow to its fullest maximum potential. Cleansing, cleaning, clearing, transmuting, and recalibrating the heart center, all the way down the arms, the shoulders, the elbows, the forearms, the wrists, right down to your every little fingertip. Noticing that light, that green coloration just moving down through the arms, the hands, the rib cage. As that green starts to turn into a beautiful sunrise yellow. And imagine a big sun just shining right from your belly like a big sunshine bear. Allow that light to just expand to the collective and just shine onto your plant. Cleansing, cleaning, clearing, recalibrating, and balancing your solar plexus, allowing your fullest wishes and desires to come to fruition, to come into your mind, to allow you to see those as that true path, what you truly desire. You're the only one that wants these things. They are completely unique to you. Allow those to just expand in your consciousness in your little snow globe. And allow that coloration to expand down into your low back, into your belly, into a deep orange as the sacral plexus starts to balance, recalibrate, heal. And moving down, in through your colon, in through all your sexual organs, deep down into the root. And allowing those pelvic floor muscles, noticing, are they tight right now? I want you to just allow those muscles to relax, almost as if you were going to allow your body to eliminate, cleanse and purge, just relaxing all those muscles. Allowing your root to just ground into Mother Earth's energy, allowing any more roots to form, pulling up any nutrients and beautiful love energy from Mother Earth. As you feel the red coloration take over your hips, your pelvis, your legs, just letting that whole root chakra in your legs recalibrate, cleanse, clean and clear. All the way down to your feet and right to the ends of your toes, filling the whole lower body with that red coloration. And as you feel yourself just ground to the earth, I want you to ask yourself, in this new moon energy, what it is that you need to bring in to your life to create more pleasure. What you're ready to allow yourself to truly experience. I feel love, I feel all of these beautiful energies wanting to come in. We're just gonna dial that in, just creating this life that we really love, just loving our life. How could you just love your life a little bit more? Just ask to be shown that right now. When you're ready, I want you to just take a few nice deep breaths. And when you feel ready, you can just come on back to us. You can open your eyes. I just really feel strongly to encourage everybody to just be very gentle with themselves over the next few days. Know that by Thursday and Friday, it's going to feel like this blanket has sort of lifted and the energy is going to be flowing, and you're going to feel like doing things. You're going to have this energy sort of pushing you forward. It's not going to feel like you've been dragging a piano behind you. It's going to feel like final freedom. That light, not only is the light actually moving on an energetic level, it's moving in the hemispheres, right? We're going to start getting that equilibrium starting to happen with daylight and moonlight. And it's just going to be so healing and balancing. If you can keep in mind that any emotions that come up over the next few days, any things that start to really show up as resistance, are only coming in as our greatest teachers. And they're here to just show us exactly what it is that we need to shift, that we need to change. And ask yourselves, even with your thoughts that you're having, keeping those as clean and as pure as possible. If you're having thoughts, ask yourself if it's satisfying. Do I really want to give more airtime to this thought, or do I want to shift it and really start focusing on those things that I can do and those things that my body needs? This is the cosmic message that's really being pulled through for us over this next week, is to really fully allow ourselves. And I felt a little bit of fear in there. There's often fears can keep us holding ourselves back, and sometimes those things that we really want are also those things that we really fear. And this is a time to really be able to look at that. If there is something that you've been really wanting and it hasn't shown up yet, this is going to be the week that we're going to discover what it is that's sort of holding us back from it. And a lot of times it is simply fear of failing, or fear of something that's happened in the past. And some of the cosmic things going on are going to sort of show us this past stuff that's happened. But instead of assuming or thinking it's going to happen again, or sticking to that story, we have the opportunity to change our story. We have the opportunity to change our pattern and decide to go out on a bit of a limb and trust in ourselves, and trust that maybe just because it happened once doesn't mean it's going to happen again. So this is really a powerful time. And those things are likely going to come up because they need to be brought into awareness so that they can be healed. It's a huge cosmic time for people on the collective that are going through this. And again, we're never alone. We're all going through this together. So I just really felt like we needed to do a little bit of a chakra rebalancing and recalibrating to just kind of get us into this week. We did body, mind, chakras, energy. Whew, big stuff tonight. Have an Epsom salts bath if you can, especially, by the weekend. I guess it is the weekend. By Sunday, Monday, get some of your jars of water out, write some intentions on there. I don't know if you guys ever saw, I know I've talked about it before, but there was a few experiments that have been done where they've taken there was one neat one where they took a jar of rice and they just put it in just a cup of rice, put it in a jar, two different jars. One, they had, it was a family that did it, and they spewed wonderful thoughts at this one jar every single morning, and spewed horrible thoughts at the other jar. and the jar that they spewed all these wonderful thoughts at stayed white and beautiful, and the ones that they spewed these negative thoughts at turned all yellow and gross and got all funky inside. And it was the same thing with a water droplet experiment where they froze them, and the water droplets that they said, oh, you're the most beautiful, they turned into these gorgeous crystals, and the ones that they said, ugh, you're awful, you're ugly, they were just all mottled and broken. And know that, you know, when we're looking in the mirror and we're saying certain things to ourselves, that's, you know, that's big stuff, that's language, that's codes, that's energy. This is the time to really treat ourselves with love, and mirror work is really being recommended for people over this next month or so, with all this, the equinox and the new moon and everything, especially over the next couple weeks, to really look in the mirror and give this as an opportunity. Even if you practiced it for the next couple weeks, just looking in the mirror and telling yourself, you know, I am so lovable, I am worth it, you know, actually looking in the mirror and saying that to yourself. Maybe it feels weird because you've never done anything like that before, but this is the time to sort of step out into something like that. Start practicing these things that we've maybe never done before in a really huge way. So I'm going to stop the Facebook Live, and thank you everyone for joining us on